Shirt. 10 seconds here. Okay, let's go. Okay. 5 seconds. Drop your answers in the chat. Okay. Okay, the answer is so we have 2 holes in the shirt. They go all the way through. So that is 4. You see 2, but there's actually 4 there because there's 2 sides to the shirt. You have the neck on top, the arms on the side. That's another 3, and then at the bottom, so that's 8. So the answer is 8 holes. All right, let's go to the next puzzle. Okay, for this puzzle, we're looking for what is the total of the faces that cannot be seen on these 2 dice? What is the total of the faces? You see 2 dice here. You see 3 sides of each dice. We're looking for the total of the faces that cannot be seen on these 2 dice. Once you guys do figure it out, just drop your answers in the chat. Looking for the total of the faces that cannot be seen. We do have a puzzle coming up after this, so stick around. We're looking for the total faces. Looks like the dice on the left has a 5, a 2, and a 1 on it. So you can see 3 sides of the dice. And the dice on the right, you have a 6, a 3, and a 4 on it. So you can also see 3 sides of the dice. So we're looking for the total of the faces. And if you guys get a chance to go ahead and, after you drop your answers in the comments, just go ahead and like the live and subscribe. We try to do this throughout the week. We're looking for the total of the faces. If I were doing this, I might want to start with how many, if you add up all the faces on a 6-sided dice, what's the total, and then subtract the faces you see from that total from each dice, and then add those together. I think that's how I would approach it, but if anyone has a more creative solution, love to hear it. So we're looking for the total of the faces that cannot be seen. I think there have been similar puzzles like this before too. So we're looking for the total of the faces that cannot be seen on these 2 dice. Okay, whoever figures it out, just go ahead and drop your answers in the chat. A little bit of math involved here. I don't know if you guys like math at all. Little bit of math involved here. 2 dice. You can see three sides of the dice for each dice. 3 faces of the dice for each dice. So we're looking for the total of the faces that cannot be seen. We still have not got an answer yet, so once you do figure it out, just drop an answer in the chat. Sometimes there's tricks to these as well, so I don't know if, I'm not sure if there is a trick to this one. So it looks like that there is, so the 5 face, the 1 face, and the 2 face on the left dice. So there's no repeating faces between the left and the right hand dice. So I guess, but we're looking for the total number of faces. So if I have a dice, let's see, if I have a dice and you have It's a six-sided dice, so you just have to add 6 plus 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. That'll give you the total of the faces on one dice. So then what I would do is subtract the faces I see, and then do that for each dice, and then add those two numbers together. Maybe 21. Okay, hey, how's it going, Galena? Yeah, 21. Okay, so 21. Okay, so 21. Let's see. Let's start with the left-hand dice. Let's see. 6 plus 5 is what? 11. Plus 4 is 15. Plus 3 is 18. Plus 2 is 20. Plus 1 is 21. Yep. So that is the total of the dice of all the sides of a one six-sided dice, right? So now what I would do is look at what's seen and subtract, because you know the total's got to be 21. So whatever you can, we're concerned with the faces you cannot see. So we subtract the ones we can see from the total. So if we do that, you get 21 minus 5, which is 16, right? 16 minus 2 is 14. 14 minus 1 is 13, right? So that means there's 13 left that is unseen on that first dice. Anybody want to check my math on that? Yeah, so what I'm getting right now on that left-hand dice, I get 13 that you cannot see. I think they're called, on a dice, I think it's called pips. So 13 you cannot see. So what about the right hand? The one on the right, guys. Just drop your answers in the chat. And if you get a chance, go ahead and like the live too. It helps the channel. And we'd love to have you subscribe too. We try to come out with these puzzles throughout the week. I have seen another dice puzzle that's really cool, actually. It's like the path. It has to do with the path of the dice, and it kind of wraps itself around. It's kind of cool. I'll try to put one together here this week. So if you guys just joined us, we're looking for the total of the faces that cannot be seen on these two dice. We have not had somebody figure it out yet. A lot of times there's a trick to these. I don't know if there's like a trick to this one. It seems like more like a math one. But maybe there is, I just don't see it. Somebody says, you need money. Oh, I have money. Okay, all right. All right, so let's see. What is the total of the faces that cannot be seen? All right, so the one on the left, we have a 5, a 2, and a 1. Right? The one on the right, we have a 4, 3, and a 6. The total of the faces of one dice is 21. So we're looking for the total of the faces that cannot be seen on these two dice. So there's some math involved here. Does anybody like math? I like math. Total of the faces that cannot be seen on these two dice. But what I would do for these, I would work my way backwards. I would use the total for one dice of the pips on the dice, and then subtract what I can see to figure out how many pips I cannot see. Do that for each dice, and then just add them together. yeah, if you get a chance, just go ahead and like the live too. It helps the channel. And yeah, we try to do this throughout the week, whenever I have time. Wish there was an easier way too. There might be an easier way to do this. So if you have a better idea how to do it, just go ahead and put it in the chat too. Sometimes there are multiple ways to do these things. $29. Okay. Horse Girl says 29. Awesome job. Okay, let me look at that really fast. Okay, let's look at the right side. So 21 minus 6 minus 4, that's 11. 11 minus 3 is 8. So 8 plus... I think I might be getting something else. Horse Girl, how did you get 29? Okay, Roblox says 6. Obviously, 6 can't be seen. Why do you see that? Because on the right-hand dice, I do see a 6 on the face of that dice. So I guess I'm looking for, how did you get 29? Do we have any other people that get 29 or any other answers out there? Just go ahead and drop your answers in the chat. Definitely a math problem here, right? For what is the total of the faces that cannot be seen on these two dice? So if I'm looking at the right-hand dice here, we know that 21 pips are on one dice. We can see, let's see, 6 plus 4 is 10, 10 plus 3 is 13. We can see 13. That means if we subtract 13 from 21, we should get how many pips are unseen, right? So that would be 8 pips that are unseen on the right-hand dice. All right, so once you figure it out, just drop your answers in the chat. We do have another puzzle coming up here, so stick around. I'm just going to give a few more seconds for this one, and yeah. The total of the faces that cannot be seen on these two dice. So yeah, what I would do is start with how many pips are on one dice and then work my way back, subtract what I can see for each dice, and then that'll tell me how many I can't see. Okay, KNK1 says, what's 9 plus 10? 19. Did I say something wrong? Okay, 21. Okay, we did get 21. Okay, I think I may have gotten that same answer, K and K. Because okay, let's look at that. Yep. Yes, I think I got that answer too, K and K. Did anybody else get 21? Or something else? Great job. We're going to have another puzzle here coming up pretty soon here, so stick around. Just go ahead and drop your answers in the chat. All right, King K says just add all the sides you can see because that's all you are missing as well. Yep, that's a good way to do it too. Oh, I think I see your logic because the dice are completely opposite in what is showing, right? So a 2, and a 5 are showing in the left-hand dice, and a 6, a 3, and a 4 are showing on the other. So, yeah, I do. So technically, really, what you could do is add the scene together, right? Yeah, I'm following you. Makes sense. Yeah, good job. All right, does anybody got any other answers here before we go into the next one? Okay, let's go ahead and check out the next puzzle. Okay, we're looking for how many holes are in this shirt. How many holes are in this shirt? So once you figure it out, just drop your answers in the chat. How many holes are in this shirt? You want to look closely. Don't answer too fast, but once you do figure it out, just drop your answers in the chat. Yes, awesome job, King Kid. That's what I got too. 8. Yeah, great job. Anybody else get anything else? You know, you do have 2 holes right there, right in the center there. But remember, this is a shirt, right? So there's a front side and a back side as well. So we're looking for how many holes are in this shirt. Okay, King K says neck, waist, 2 arms, and those holes showing are 2 on the front and back. Yep. Following you. Good for how many holes are in this shirt. We got another puzzle coming up here pretty soon here, so stick around. If you guys get a chance, go ahead and like the live as well. I appreciate that. Look for how many holes are in this shirt. Yeah, it's a little bit trickier because you need to realize, I think the thing with this one is you got to realize there's a front and a back to that shirt. Because immediately you just want to count those 2 holes in the shirt as, you know, oh, the answer is 2, you know? And then the second thing you need to realize is, well, there's a hole for the neck, right? And there's a hole for the arms, and there's a hole for your waist, you know? So it's easy to answer fast on this one, but you don't want to answer too fast. You want to think about it a little bit. Okay, Devard says 5. So, Devard, how did you get 5 here? How did you get 5? All right, a few more seconds here, guys. We will go on to the next one. So, what I get here is it's a 2-sided shirt. So those holes those holes in the center of the shirt, that's 4. You got the neck hole, the arm holes, and the waist hole, so that's a total of 8. All right, let's go to the next puzzle. What is the total of the faces that cannot be seen on these 2 dice?